How to SEO your WordPress website to get thousands more visitors. Guys, SEO, what is it? Search engine optimization, so that your pages come up in the search results. This video is going to be all about that. So if you want your pages to come up more, if you want more visitors, if you want more traffic to your website, you're going to want to watch this to the very end. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified every time I upload a video or if I go live. Guys, SEO is so important, but I know it seems really complicated, right? Some of these things that they tell you to do for SEO are way complicated. In this video, it's not. In this video, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to make it simple. I'm going to show you all the steps you need to go through so you can start getting more results and more visitors to your website. Now, let's talk about what SEO really is. It is search engine optimization. It's not about tricking Google to get people to go to your page. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to be totally honest and transparent, because they have a thing called bounce rate, and if you send people to your page and they go to your page and it's not what they want, they immediately leave. If you have a high bounce rate on your page, Google is not going to want to send people to your page. So we want to be totally honest and transparent when we're doing SEO. Now let's talk about why it's so important. SEO is very, very important to any and all businesses, and the reason being is it's free traffic. You know, you're getting people to come to your site and you're getting people involved in whatever your business is, service is, and it's free. So if we can do this properly, it is immensely important. It'll save you a lot of time, money, and hassle if you set up your site properly. Now, yes, SEO can be very, very difficult. It can be very technical. However, if you're already using WordPress, the things I'm going to show you in this video, you can do it. It's not hard. This is simple stuff, and the results are enormous if you follow the steps I'm going to give you in this video. Now, here's a scary thing. WordPress automatically comes with a button that you can click to hide your website from search engines. We don't want to do that. So the first thing we got to do is check our website. This is how we do it. You want to log into your admin area of your WordPress site and visit the settings reading page. You see that right here? Okay. You need to scroll down to the search engine visibility section and make sure that the box next to discourage search engines from indexing the site is unchecked. Okay. You want that unchecked right there. Don't forget to click on save changes, and I've done this many times. I've done like things to my WordPress website and I forget to click the save changes. If you don't do that, it won't store your changes. Nothing's going to happen. Using an SEO friendly URL structure in WordPress is the next thing I want to talk to you about. Okay, on the screen now are some examples of SEO friendly URLs. I chose to pick WP Beginner because I think that's a great site. I know the guy that has it, and he has a lot of good information, so why not give him some free press here. But you can see the two differences here. Notice that these URLs are readable and a user can guess what they will see on the page just by looking at the URL. You know, you can tell install WordPress, WordPress errors. You can see it right there. So what does a non-SEO friendly URL look like? Well, here you go. WP Beginner, and it's got all these numbers and letters and examples and all that. Notice that the URLs are numbers unrelated to the content, and a user cannot guess what they will find on the page by looking at it. Using SEO friendly permalink structure improves your chances of getting better positions in search results. Here is how you can check and update your WordPress permalink structure. Okay, so I want you to take a look at this. You need to visit settings and then permalinks page, select the post name option, and then click on save changes button to store your settings. You can see that right here. Very simple to do. Note, if your website has been running for more than 6 months, then please don't change the permalink structure unless you're using the numbers option. If you're using day and name, or month and name, continue using that. By changing your permalink structure on an established site, you will lose all of your social media share accounts and run the risk of losing your existing SEO rankings. So if you must change your permalink structure, then hire a professional so that they can set up proper redirects, and you'll still lose your social share accounts on the pages though. Okay, so if you're just starting out with your website, you need to decide, are you going to use www dot or non-www dot? You have to pick one and stick with it. If you don't, the search engines will consider your site two different sites, so you don't want that to happen. So let's check out how we can do that. Now, you can set your preference by visiting settings general page and add your preferred URL in both the WordPress address and the site address fields. You see that right there. Okay, despite what someone else may say, from an SEO standpoint, there's no advantage to using one or the other. Now I happen to like www, but that's just what I do. Now the cool thing about WordPress is it's been around for years and it's huge, so there's a plugin for everything, and there is a plugin for SEO, and I'm going to tell you about a couple of them, but I prefer Yoast. So let's check this out. Instead of installing separate plugins for individual SEO tasks, I'll help you choose the best WordPress SEO plugin that does it all for you, and it's 100% free, which is nice. When it comes to choosing the best WordPress SEO plugin, you will most likely narrow your choices down to the two most popular solutions, which is an all-in-one SEO or Yoast SEO. All-in-one SEO is an original WordPress SEO plugin that's used on over 3 million sites. It comes with powerful features like true SEO, on-page analysis, rich snippets, schema markup, social media integration, breadcrumb navigation, advanced e-commerce SEO. So simply put, it will handle everything that you need for your technical SEO optimization. Now the next thing you want to do is add your XML sitemaps. This helps the search engines actually navigate your site. So let's check this out. All right, here's an example right here. An XML sitemap is specially formatted file that lists every single page on your website. This makes it easy for search engines to find all the content that you have. When you're adding this XML sitemap, it does not boost your site search ranking. Okay, I don't want you to think that, but it does help search engines find the pages quickly and start ranking them. So you're really going to get a jump on SEO. If you're using AIO SEO plugin, then it will automatically generate an XML sitemap for you. To find your sitemap, all you have to do is go to this URL right here. Okay, and don't forget to replace the example with your own website. Okay, add your site to Google Search Console. This is the next thing you need to do, guys. Google Search Console, also known as Webmaster Tools, is a set of tools that is offered by Google to give website owners a look at their content and is seen by the search engines. It's going to give you reports and data, help you understand how your pages appear in the results. You'll also get to see the actual search terms people are using to find the website, which is really helpful because you can use more of those terms. So that's one thing I would recommend. Once you've added your website to Google Search Console, click on the sitemap from the left menu and paste the last part of the sitemap URL. You can see right here where I've done that. You want to click on the submit button to save your changes. Google Search Console will now check your sitemap and use it to improve your website's crawling. Once you have successfully added your sitemap, it's going to appear as a pending in the beginning. It does take Google a little bit of time to find your website, and after a few hours you should be able to see some stats about your website. It'll show you the number of links it found in your website, how many of them got indexed, a ratio of images and web pages, that type of thing. I do recommend that you check your Search Console at least on a monthly basis for gathering insights onto your SEO progress. Along with Google Search Console, you should also use any type of insights that are available to you. The next thing I'll tell you is you want to make sure you optimize your post and your blog post with SEO. A lot of people make the mistake of not doing that. Once you've put a post up there, you want to, almost all of these SEO things will allow you to put the right title and description in there. So let's check this out real quick. When writing your blog post, simply scroll down to the SEO section and take full advantage of it. Okay, very important that you do that. You can see it right here. If you're wondering how to choose a focus keyword or focus key phrase, what's a good title, what's the good meta description, then you can find videos on my channel about that where you can actually learn how to do that. But I highly recommend you watch some of those videos because your on-page SEO is crucial for your success. Many beginners use their best guesses to figure out what topics people are looking for, and you don't need to do that. It's already been figured out for you. It's like shooting an arrow in the dark. You don't need to do that when you can just use real data and figure it out. There's a ton of keyword search tools. There's free ones, there's paid ones. I like SEMrush. Here's a screen capture of that, and it's going to help you discover keywords and find out more keywords that your competitors are also ranking for, so you can rank for those too. Now there are WordPress best practices, and I want to touch upon that real quick. The way WordPress is set up is they want you to use keywords, okay, or tags, and they want you to use categories. Categories actually help the search engines understand your website a little bit better, and they can direct more visitors to your website if you have it categorized correctly. So I want you to think of it this way. Let's say you had a personal blog, and you would add categories such as travel, dining out, family reunions, whatever it is, and that way people could look through that and figure out what they want. Now tags are a little bit different. Tags actually talk about what's in that actual blog, so it may be the name of a restaurant that you ate at. So these are more like child categories. I'm going to also suggest that you use internal linking, and what that means is I may write a blog post about why you should store canned meats. We own a survival site, and there's the URL right there. You can check it out. We own survival food site. You may be talking about canned foods in there, then I may put a link in there about the canned foods going to our canned foods so that people can actually go there and buy that product. So that internal linking is also very important. Next thing you want to do is optimize all the comments on your website. That means actually keeping spam out. A lot of times spammers will put comments in there with links to other websites, and that's going to hurt your website's SEO. So you want to use something like Akismet, which actually comes with every installation of WordPress, and that will keep that spam type of comment out of there. You want to add, if somebody comments on a post on your site, you need to respond. Okay, they're trying to say, hey, I want to communicate with you. I see it all the time also on YouTube, because I do YouTube videos. You're watching one right now, but people will put comments on a video, and you'll see shortly that nobody puts comments on their videos because they're never responding. So you want to respond to every single comment you get in there. I know it's work, and if it was easy, everybody would do it. Okay, it's work, you got to do it. If you can't do it, hire somebody to do it, but you've got to respond to every comment. Now a lot of times I like to respond to a comment and ask another question. Somebody may say, hey, I liked your video on SEO and a WordPress website. Is there anything else that you would recommend? And I may say, yeah, I recommend this, 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 and this. Do you already have a website? So what I've done now is I've asked them another question and asked them to respond again, and the more comments I get on there, the higher ranking that video is going to be. Same thing on your website, your WordPress website. The more comments you get on there, the more interaction that Google's going to see and send more traffic your way. So there's a lot of things more you could do, but these are the basics for SEO in your WordPress website. How to SEO optimize your YouTube videos, foolproof process. Hey guys, welcome back, and in this video you're going to learn the SEO process that's going to get you so many views on your videos. And if you don't do the things in here, you won't get any views on your videos. So if you've been frustrated, if you've been making videos and nobody's watching them, nobody's commenting, nobody's liking, it's probably because you've missed one of these steps. So at the end of this video, you'll know what to do. You can breathe a sigh of relief, and you'll know that people are going to watch your videos from now on. All right, so let's jump right into this, and we're going to look at all the different parts. The first thing we're going to look at is keyword relevance. Keyword relevance, super important that you know this. Now it's really important that you use the right keywords, because when people search for keywords and yours are tagged on your videos will come up. That's what you want to do. So let's look at all the steps of the processes. I'll put something on the screen for you to read so you can read along with me. The first part is to write a great title. The title of your video should incorporate keywords that best describe its content. Next to the thumbnail, this is one of the first things people notice and consider when deciding to click. Next up, use video tags. Tags are part of your video publication that contain all of the keywords that relate to your video. While your title contains 2 to 3 main keywords, you can use tags to provide more information that speaks to your audience and your brand. Next up, fill out your video description. Gosh, a lot of people don't even have descriptions. I don't know why. It would be a mistake to limit your description to a few sentences and a link back to your website. Anything that gives your audience context to your video, such as links to similar content, content summaries, or calls to action, helps SEO optimize your video. When appropriate, consider using closed captions or uploading a video transcript. Guys, I think this is so important. I would have this on every single video. Closed captions and transcripts can also contain keywords and help describe your video in a similar way that the video description does. Next thing I'm going to tell you is have quality videos. Okay, just have quality videos. Don't make a video that's not high quality. Now in the beginning you're gonna have a hard time, it's gonna be difficult, but the more you do this, the more you try to improve upon it, the better you're gonna get. Look at some of your competitors out there, pick their top videos, go to their videos and sort it by most viewed. Look at that video and think about how you can improve that video. Could you put more content into it? Could you put more edits into it? Could you give more information? Could you make that video longer? What could you do to make that video better? And then go make your video. You see, YouTube knows when people watches your videos. They not only know when people watch your videos, they know how long they watched your videos. They also know if they come back and watch your video again. And all of these things really matter. If people are watching your videos and coming back again, guess what YouTube's going to do? They're going to show it to more people. If they show it to more people, you're going to get more views, more subscribers, and more money ultimately. So you want to make sure you make good videos. When you make your videos, make sure you share them on other platforms. Put them on Instagram, put them on, I don't know, Facebook, wherever you want to put them in your blog, but make sure you share them in different places. Number 3 is have audience engagement. What is engagement? Well, engagement is when they try to interact with you in some form or fashion. Maybe they give you a thumbs up, maybe they subscribe, maybe they turn on the bell notifications like I just told you. And here's the key to all those things. You got to ask them to do it. They will not do it otherwise. Yeah, I didn't do that in the beginning. I didn't say, hey, give me a thumbs up, and by the way, give me a thumbs up, I'll give you a second. Did you get that? Okay, and do me a favor, one more thing real quick, hit that subscribe button there. If it's red, turn it gray. Did you do that? Did you get that done? Okay, and don't forget, ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time that I go live or I upload a video. Did you do that? Okay. Oh yeah, and can you comment below? Can you put something below? Tell me what the weather is. Ask me about this video. Ask me about the next video. You see what I just did? That's what you got to do in your videos. They will not do this on their own. Unless you're Kim Kardashian or Kanye West, they're not going to be commenting on your videos unless you tell them to. They're not going to be liking. They're not going to be sharing. They're not going to be doing any of this. Now, if YouTube sees that there's interaction, that one of these things I just talked about, they're going to show your videos to more people. And guess what? If they show it to more people, you get more viewers, you get more subscribers, you make more money. Okay, so you want to make sure you do these things. Number 4, build good channel strength. How do you build good channel strength? You make your channel good. So here's some of the things you can do. You can publish consistently. Okay, now I publish on this channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I was publishing Monday through Friday and doing 6 lives a week, but it was a bit much because I have a couple other businesses. So I'm Monday, Wednesday, Friday right now. You can be guaranteed you're going to get a video every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I have them scheduled out a month in advance or 2 months in advance sometimes. That way, if I can't do something and I can't record and I can't come up with a video, you're still going to get content, which is what you deserve because you come to this channel to learn things. Now, the next thing you could do is create playlists. Playlists are so important, guys. If you put playlist on your channel, and all it is like a folder, and you put related videos in it. So for this channel here, I may say this folder is going to be for SEO. Okay, and I'm going to talk about SEO on YouTube videos, so that would be an SEO folder. Maybe the next one is about emails, and I have an email folder and it talks all about emails. So any video that's related to one of those subjects, I put them in that folder. And here's the cool thing you can do. You can take your video and put it in 3 or 4 different folders as long as they align with the video you just did, as long as that playlist actually describes what you did. Okay, don't do anything that doesn't align. So don't go put your video in 10 playlists and 9 of them don't even relate to it. Don't do that. Okay, so YouTube wants to see a strong channel, so that means you've got to have tags on your channel too. Yeah, you've got to have description on your channel too. Yeah, make sure that you're treating it professionally and you'll get paid as such. Now I want to take a second and talk about time. Anytime I do a video, there's always going to be a portion of the population. They're going to say, JR, if I put a title and a description and I put keywords and I put a thumbnail on a video, it's going to take me forever. I won't be able to do as many videos, JR. I could do a lot more videos if I didn't have to do all those things. Here's the truth. If you don't do those things, nobody's going to see the videos you watch. If you don't have the keywords in there, how in the world, when they search YouTube, will they ever see your videos? If you don't have any keywords that match up, your video will never come up. If you don't put a title on there that matches to the keywords, how will they ever find your videos? If they do find your videos and you haven't done a good looking thumbnail, they'll never click on it because your thumbnail is no good. Okay, it's just a screenshot from your video, so they're not going to click on it. So Here's the dilemma. Do you put out more product? Do you make more videos? Or do you make the videos you have right now better? Well, I'd like to say you should do both, but if you had to pick, I would say make them better. And the way you make them better is you have those title tags, you have the description in there, you have a good description in there, you have closed captions in there, you have a good thumbnail in there, you have good content in there, you ask them to comment, you ask them to share, you ask them to subscribe and turn on notifications and give you a thumbs up and all that stuff. I would say if you can't make but 4 videos a month, just do 1 a week and make them really good. Do it that way, as opposed to making 4 videos a week and not doing all the things that will make those videos found on YouTube, because if they aren't found, it makes sense, nobody's going to watch them. Okay, this is the thing that most new YouTubers cannot get through their head. All they want to do is make videos, turn on the camera, they want to upload them as fast as they can and say I've got 100 videos, or I've got 200 videos, but none of them are any good. Okay, they're not good because you didn't put the effort into them. It'd be a whole lot better to have 10 videos than to have 100 videos. And I proved it to myself the other day. I started a cooking channel. You're welcome to check it out. And the first video I put up there got tons of views, and the reason it got tons of views is because I did all those best practices. I put a good thumbnail on there, I put a good title on there, I put a good description on there, and it's a recipe channel, so I put the recipe in there, I put tags in there, I did all the things I was supposed to do, and lo and behold, I got more views on that than some of the ones I did on this channel 6 years ago. And the reason being is I did all the right things, guys. If you're going to do this YouTube thing, it's gonna be work. I don't care what anybody else has told you. Yeah, it's possible you could have a viral video, and I've seen some channels, and I will be searching and a video will come up and it's got 10,000 views or 50,000 views. I'm like, oh, must be a really good channel, and I click on it and that's the only good video they got, because they had one video go viral. And they didn't tag it and they didn't do descriptions like this. They didn't do anything they were supposed to. It just somehow the algorithm pushed it out there. You would do much better to do better videos. You would do much better to do it right. In the long run, you're gonna get more views, more subscribers, and you're gonna make more money, which is what we want to do. Also, don't get hung up on how many views you get. If you get 0 views, maybe you want to look at it, but if you get 1 or 2 views, understand that is 1 or 2 more people that are listening to you than were yesterday or the day before. And this will compile, because in the beginning you're not going to get a lot of views. Nobody knows about you. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you're about. But if you keep doing videos, you'll find that maybe you get 5 views, maybe you'll get 10 views, maybe you'll get 40 views, maybe one of them gets 100 or 200 views. I've got videos that have 100,000 views. I don't have any that have millions, because the subject matter I talk about making money online is not for everybody. My message is not for everybody. My message is you got to work hard, and this stuff's difficult, but I can show you how to make millions of dollars. They don't want to hear the first part. They want to hear the second part about making millions of dollars. Everybody wants to make that, but very few people really want to put in the effort. The truth is, the people that really make the money always put in the effort. They don't always tell you that. A lot of the gurus will tell you all you got to do is follow me and buy my program and buy my course and do what I tell you to do, and you're going to make all this money and you're not going to have to work. As soon as somebody tells you you're not going to have to work, or that they're going to do everything for you if you just pay them a fee, you know you're being scammed. You got to know this, right? If it was so easy to make money, why would they do it for you? Why wouldn't they just do it for themselves? Why would they help you out? Because they're not, because they can't, because they're collecting money from you and telling you they're going to make you rich, and the way they're getting rich is collecting money from you. So I do have courses, I sell courses, and they're good courses, but my message is you're going to have to work hard, and if hard work isn't in your game plan, this channel ain't for you. And I just want to throw that out there, because some of you may watch me and think, oh wow, this is so easy. It's not easy, it's hard. I'm on my 7th video I've recorded today. I started at 7:30 this morning, and it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I've taken time out for lunch, and that's it. And I've got to work to probably 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. So there's the glamorous life, guys. The complete newbie guide to e-commerce SEO. Hey, SEO, you've heard about it, right? That's where all your traffic comes from. That's where people are searching and they find your web page, and it's free. Sign me up, right? Well, there's a little bit more to it than that. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the complete guide to e-commerce SEO so you'll know exactly what to do. Why is SEO so important? Let's get into that first off, and let's look at what SEO is and how it's going to affect your business. Okay, so check it out. Let's look at some results here. When you search for something on Google, for example, you're taken to the search engine results page, or a SERP. Okay, here it is. You can see it here. There you're going to find 10 organic results. Okay, and then as you see that there, the ones in red alongside the paid ads, orange, are sponsored Google shopping, which are the purple results. Okay, if you look at this screenshot right here, e-commerce and SEO is all about ensuring your product pages appear among those 10 organic search results. Of course, there are many more pages to explore, as you can see by the bottom of the page there, but the higher the page number you rank on, the lower the traffic you generate, because you're not in the beginning of the search results. In a recent study, they found that 4.8% of the people ever went to page 2, and only 1.1% of the people ever went to page 3. That's why it's so important that you rank your stuff high. And in that same study, they found that the first result got 32%. The second result only got 17% click-through. So that's a huge difference right there. And when you get down to number 6, you're looking at less than 5% of a click-through rate. So it really is important to be on top of that page results. Now, step number 1 is keyword research. Now, you clicked on this video because this is about how to optimize an e-commerce site, and understand e-commerce sites are vastly different than other sites. Let's take a look at one search result I just did, and you're going to notice in this one here, the e-commerce keyword research is really different than most keyword research you've read about. Why? Because most sites are about information keywords, like this one right here. So you see it's all information. You, on the other hand, want to rank for commercial keywords like these. Okay, raincoats for dogs. Okay, that's some pretty cool raincoats right there. Can you spot the difference? Information keyword searchers are looking for, well, information. Okay, blogs and content heavy sites care about these keywords. E-commerce sites care about commercial keywords that show buying intent. Okay, Amazon and Google search. Now check this out. You've undoubtedly noticed an often comical Google search autocomplete feature. When you start to type your query in, Google suggests relevant queries. Okay, so who watches me at night? So this is funny. Watches the watchers, watches the watchmen, watches me when I sleep. Who watches me? At the bottom of the page, you'll spot some additional related search queries that look like this. There's, it's a rain jacket for cats, for dogs, whatever, a dog raincoat with a hood. And these can be really a gold mine for ideas, because Google is saying people are searching for these things, and since they're searching for these things and they're related to the thing you typed in, they may be good search words for you too. Now, if you're selling on Amazon, Amazon operates very similar. Let's look at an Amazon one right here. I've typed in backpack. You see backpack for girls, women, for teen girls, for boys, for men, all these different things, but it's operating about the same way. This also gives you some insight into the potential product category names, because not only do they give you a completed search, but they show you in luggage and travel gear, in office products, so you'll know what category, as well as some other potential keywords that you see down here at the bottom, which we've already noticed. Now, when doing this, you want to really be on the lookout for potential long tail keywords, and what that is 3 or 4 keywords or more together. Those are some of the best ones because there's less competition for them, and they operate very well. Now check out this screenshot from Amazon. You can do even more digging on Amazon, or really any major e-commerce store that you compete with. First, check out the relevant product subcategories. You see those here under each one, like under books and Audible, and under books and under Kindle books, for keyword and category ideas for your store. Then zoom in on the full store directory at the bottom left hand corner. You'll see that right here, and you can see all these keywords right here. And jackpot, let's say you sell books, find the category and choose the most relevant subcategory. Now you can see all the different ways Amazon sorts and organizes its books, so now you'll know exactly what to do. And then, as you can see here, you can show the results for all these different areas here. You can mix and match for new keyword and product category ideas. You might also find subcategories to explore, which will give you even more ideas. Now there's also keyword research tools out there. I highly recommend SEMrush. If you can afford $100 a month, it's well worth it. Let's take a look at it real quick here. Let's say you compete with bustedtees.com, a geeky t-shirt e-commerce store. All you've had to do is enter in the domain into the keyword research tool like SEMrush and select organic research from the left hand menu right there. Now scroll down and you're going to be looking at all of the keywords bustedtees.com ranks for. It tells you everything. You're going to notice metrics like volume and KD and the screenshot that you're seeing now, which I'll get into in just a minute. Now on this screenshot here, you can also see all the competitors. You can check out all the competitors there. You can repeat the same process for all of those sites, and you can use gap analysis to see what keywords all of these competitive sites are ranking for, but your site is not. Make sure you've selected unique keywords. Enter up to 5 domains here and you can see what's going on. And you've got a list of keywords your competitors ranking for, but you are not. You can see them right here. Choosing the right keywords for your store is super important. Now I understand some of the metrics you're looking for is volume. What is the actual amount of volume of search on these keywords? Now volume is good. I mean, having a lot of search volume is great, but understand having volume also means competition. The more people that are searching for it, the more competitive they're going to be. Now let's look at competition here. The lower the competition, the more likely you are to rank for the keyword. Again, SEMrush will give you the keyword difficulty competition, often called KD, but you can use a free tool like Mozbar to estimate competition. For example, one like this right here, you see the Mozbar at the bottom, and it shows you what the competition's like. It shows you the difficulty for getting that keyword. It also shows you page authority and domain authority. They can give you insights on how difficult it would be to rank higher than those organic results. The higher the numbers, the more difficult in general it will be to unseat your result. Next thing we want to look at is relevancy. Make sure the keywords that you pick are very relevant to your page. Google's not dumb. They're probably smarter than you. Maybe there's a guy or gal out there that's smarter than Google. I haven't met you yet, but they're pretty darn smart. They got a lot of people working there. You're not going to fool Google. The next thing you want to consider is intent. You could use keywords size 10 women's red dress, or you could put in women's red dress. Which one do you think is going to be having more commercial intent? Obviously the one that's got the size in there because they're looking for that particular dress. The former is what you would want to use. The next thing you want to look at is site structure. How easy is it for somebody to navigate your website? How do you have it categorized? Is it easy to search through to find the products they want? The easier you can make it, the better the user experience, the UX is, the better off you are and the more sales you're going to get. Okay, on the screen now is some categories, and you see you've got current offers right here, and it's all broken down to where people can find exactly what they want. You've got a status one, that's what's new. You've got different brands that are in here. You've got different prices that are in here, and you want to make sure that it's categorized so people can get through it easily and find what they want. Now if you can use in your descriptions, in your meta descriptions, things like percent off, maybe you've got 80% off, or you've got, you know, best deals, or you've got free shipping, or any of those things that can really boost your click-through rate. Here's an example right here. It says basic men's swim trunks, chubbies-chubby shorts, but it says men's swim trunks just the way you like them, with 2 holes for your legs and a drawstring. We know it's like we're reading your mind, right? So this has got a little bit of humor in there too. These modifiers can really help when you're writing something like this and you're not as business-like, and it makes like a person is actually talking to you instead of a business. Also, when you're doing your content on your pages, reduce those thin content pages. Those thin content pages, you know what I'm talking about, where you copied somebody else's description, you just threw it on your site. Don't do that. Spend some time on your site, make those descriptions long and detailed, give as much detailed about that product or service as you possibly can. And the reason being is nobody ever left a web page because they said, oh, it had too much information, it gave me too much information. They've left a web page many times times going, it didn't explain this, or I don't think it had that, because the content was too thin on the page, and Google doesn't like those pages either. So here's an example of a short content page right here. Says surely not everybody was kung fu fighting, but there's really nothing else there. Okay, that's why when you see product pages like that, they don't get much traffic. When you see the longer ones, like look at this one right here, this is some pretty long information on this product page right here. It gives a lot of detail about the product. With those long in-depth product descriptions, you're going to do a whole lot better in selling your product and on ranking on SEO. Here's a good example from Amazon right here. The main keyword, and you look for secondary keywords that keep popping up. For example, let's say you're trying to sell a blender. You'll notice here it says 14 speed 450 watt blender with 48 ounce glass jar. So 14 speed 450 watt and 14 ounce glass jar all come up multiple times, indicating there's strong selling factors and likely common elements of search terms. You could also try running your keyword through Keyword Planner on Google. I did mention that earlier. You can get some LSI keywords here and see what else people are searching for. So that gives you a pretty good overview of SEO for e-commerce sites. Understand you're different than other sites if you're selling e-commerce, and that's really to your advantage, because in that long title, in that long search string, in that long tail keyword phrase that you've picked, you can put a lot more of those details in there, and you can figure out the details by typing stuff into Google, typing it into Amazon, looking at other people's products, and figuring out what's going to be best for you. I hope this helped you out. If it did, put a comment below, let me know what you thought of the video. If you have any questions about any other thing about learning how to make money online, starting, running, growing your online business, feel free to put that in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there below if you haven't done so. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I upload a video or I go live. And as a bonus, there's a $97 course down in the description you can click and learn absolutely free. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and give me a thumbs up if you don't mind, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.